Hello guys, NautoAis here, and I want to give my thoughts on the announcement from Idea Factory International that yes, so once again, Neptunia fans can be happy to some extent, and that is the Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth series will come out in the West actually, but on PlayStation 4, whether it's physical or digital. Follow the news what happened. Originally in 2024, that the Neptunia Rebirth series was going to come out in the West, Switch exclusive at a time. Not a lot of people were happy. Even some journalists asked, hey, how come? They said that's the plan, and we believe it's going to maximize sale or whatever. You can have a broader audience. I mean, some weird excuses. Technically, to some extent, they just saying that it's going to sell better on the Switch rather than the PS4, especially in the West, because they still believe on the Switch effect to some extent. And like I said in a couple of months ago, they finally listened. Scarlet Salvation is also coming to the PS4 and PS5. And now, not only Dead and Request Code Z coming in the PS4 and PS5, and they even showed on stream the limited edition. Now, the Rebirth series will be coming out on the PS4. From a VIA press release, they even said that Rebirth 1 Plus will be the one that's going to be the PS4. So if you don't know, in Japan, that was actually released a long time ago, along with Super Neptunia RPG. And there was some sort of far-fetched rumor that game was supposed to have a connection with Super Neptunia RPG. There was supposed to be a DLC or an extra level that connects to that game, but in reality, it's really nothing. It was just, hey, let's just put a Rebirth series on the PS4 and see what happens. And then they just stop, and then Super Neptunia RPG, and then later on, I think in 2023, 2024, that they announced, the Rebirth series is going to be on modern console, Switch, and PlayStation 4 in Japan. It's already on Steam. So most people were happy that it was going to be on the Switch because, again, Switch effect, the idea of playing console game on the go, people always loved that until Idea Factory International made an announcement that, they had to cancel it along with Code Z because of the failure to comply to Nintendo. Again, as of right now, people don't know. And if you follow Nintendo right now, that's a sort of controversy, but once the console is out, it's probably going to be a different story, but again, that's a different story there. So anyway, so Idea Factory International announced that Hyperdimension Rebirth 1 Plus, Plus, which is the enhanced version to some extent, a bit lower than Reverse, but still enhanced, has some more characters. No, it doesn't have Guts and Nissa, unfortunately, to some extent, because they're actually cool characters. Different story there. Along with Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 2, Sister Generation, and Hyperdimension Neptunia 3, Victory Generation. So, again, it's going to be on the PS4. That's it. It's not going to be on the Switch. Is it possible to be on the Switch? Maybe in the long run if something changed, but as of right now, it's just going to be on the PS4. So what is the Rebirth series and what's the deal with this? So first of all, this is our main game. Yes, they are sort of a reboot to some extent from the original, because if you play the original Neptunia series, let's just say that they were a bit clunky, especially the first game. And that was their first Neptunia game, so they were just trying to prove their IP. So it was an unproven IP at the time. Now it's like a lot of people like them, including myself. Rebirth series just improved from Neptunia Part 3 for the PlayStation 3. So a lot of these are based on the PS3 like architect, but just better. You play them on the Vita, Steam. So a lot of people say any chance of the original series? Well, yes and no. It could be, in the celebration, have all the Neptunia game in one collection, but I'm going to tell you now. I like Neptunia, but the original Trilogy game, they're kind of clunky, just saying there. So if you want a quality of life type of game, stick with the Rebirth series. So they are turn-based arena RPG. Mostly it's like you have to move around and then you do a command. That's basically it. Again, is it hard? Well, it depends. I mean, level grinding. It's all about the RPG. So they're not like sister versus sister or game maker. This is more like very turn-based. And hopefully they do go back on that one, but that's a different story there. So once again, for recap, Neptunia Rebirth Trilogy will actually come in the West on a console. It's going to be in the PlayStation 4. You can either get it physically or digitally. Yes, it's already in a Vita, but there's a lot of people on Vita. Maybe not. Steam, Not a lot of people probably have a high-end PC, PlayStation, there you go, console, earn your trophies. But yes, a lot of people do want it on the Switch because of the portability. Again, who to blame? Probably Nintendo. There you go. Am I going to get this in the long run? For me personally, because I already played them multiple times, but I might get them again, nothing personal, on a sale just to kind of give Idea Factory International money to support the company. Because again, for them, even so that they're a small company, they're niche, the people behind it, they're actually good people to some extent. They don't they're trying to be transparent to the best of their ability, unlike Nintendo, but again, it is what it is there. So kudos to Idea Factory International for actually listening to the fans and willingly to release at least a console version of the Neptunia Rebirth Trilogy series, because that was a lot of people were thinking that, well, if we can't release it in the West for the Switch, what's the alternative? Just do a PlayStation 4. Was there hesitation before? It's unknown. The rumor that the new people from Compound Heart Idea Factory, they're trying to support Nintendo because they thought the Switch effect's going to be good, capitalize on sale. And to some extent, they think, well, PlayStation 4 is a dead console. To some extent, well, there are still some people that are not happy because, oh, you still support PS4. I mean, it's backwards compatible to the PS5, so I don't see any problem there. And at least it's being released for people who want them. Just saying there. So, again, potato. But there you go. Kudos, IFI. Awesome. So before I close this, once again, the Rebirth Trilogy will be coming out in 2025, physically and digitally. So with that, I'll see you guys later.